Joining me now to discuss this is the royal biographer Tom Bower, author of Rebel King and, of course, the 2022 bombshell Revenge, Meghan, Harry and the war between the Windsors. Tom, good evening. Nice to see you. What do you make of this picture? I mean, I opened the Sun newspaper this morning. I just couldn't believe my eyes.
I think it just shows what a desperately sad man Harry is. But on the other hand, it does show that the litigation he brought against the Home Office was not really only about protection. He knew very well that he wasn't going to get it. I think it was all about trying to embarrass the king. It was about destroying the monarchy. It was about all the time me, and Meghan. And very much it was Harry wanting to say that he is somebody who can make huge problems for his family. And I'm not totally surprised by this. I'd heard he's pretty desperate. He was looking for company. I think that really is the issue. Harry feels completely isolated from Britain. And what's remarkable about that particular Sun exclusive is that he didn't have one of his bodyguards, who he pays a lot of money to go and find his friend. It just shows, really, that Harry's pretty incompetent above everything else.
Yeah, I mean, it's just insane. As I said in the introduction, it just lays bare the rank hypocrisy. What do you make, Tom, of these accusations that Harry is using his children to, well, as a weapon, I guess, against his family? He's basically been accused of saying, look, give me this protection, or Father, King Charles, you're not going to see the kids because I just simply can't bring them to the UK.
Of course, it's blackmail, emotional blackmail, and that's what he's been doing for some time. And unfortunately, it's something as well his mother did against Charles. The one point about all this is that Charles is not well, obviously. He's got cancer and being treated. And Harry is using that as a lever too. I think he did that interview because he was incandescent that in the end, his litigation failed. It cost him allegedly £1.5 million and got him nowhere. And he shouldn't have started in the first place. The point about Harry is he doesn't know what to do anymore. He's losing all sorts of relations in Britain. He hasn't got a purpose. He's embarrassed with his charities in Africa because not only the Centre charity, but also Africa Parks is now causing him great problems. Invictus is really only once every 2 years. He's losing any reason for being the prince. And I think he's now realizing, slowly but surely, he made a terrible mistake by leaving. And this is what it's all about now. Make me an offer so I don't cause you too much embarrassment in the future.
Tom, just finally, do you think Harry's happy? Because Meghan, in the past couple of hours, she's posted some pictures of their date night last night, watching Beyonce in concert. We've got some pictures here. This is what Meghan put online a couple of hours ago. Harry there. I mean, he's smiling. He looks happy. He's wearing a pretty funky hat. This is a selfie. He looks slightly sweaty, as you'd expect at a concert, I guess. And Meghan also posted this picture of inside Harry's hat. So there's a British flag, there's a flag of the United States, there's the outline of the continent of Africa, there's Archie, Lily, and the words "my love," which I think is Meghan's nickname, right, Tom? Do you think he's happy, really, Harry?
I think they're just actually brilliant media manipulators. It is extraordinary how the moment one headline comes up, or like the one in the Sun, or the moment Kate does something with her children, the Montecito media machine gets whirring up, immediately gets the retaliation in. And this is really all just part of the battle. No, he's not happy. She's clearly very unhappy because she's had some terrible reviews for her programs. But all they can do all the time is fire pot shots. Yeah. And we on this side are enjoying the spectacle because there's only one way that this can end in the end, and that's badly. But there's a lot more peaks and troughs and hijinks to go before we really see the climax of this astonishing saga.
Yeah, the Sussex psychodrama, as they call it. Tom Bower, thank you for your company. Really appreciate it.
Welcome back to Royal News Daily, where the crown meets the headlines. Today, we're examining the latest controversy surrounding Prince Harry, following reports of an unexpected door-knocking incident and the reaction from royal commentator Tom Bower. As always, we clearly separate verified facts, reported claims, and expert opinions to give you balanced coverage of the British royal family. If you enjoy trusted royal family news, Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more daily royal updates. Now, let's begin. Prince Harry has once again become the focus of royal headlines after reports emerged that he accidentally knocked on the doors of neighboring homes while attempting to locate a friend's residence. According to media reports, the Duke of Sussex approached more than one property before realizing he had the wrong address. Although the incident itself appeared harmless, it quickly attracted widespread media attention because of Harry's long-running concerns about personal security. Royal biographer Tom Bower responded by criticizing the situation, arguing that it appeared inconsistent with Harry's repeated statements about needing enhanced protection while visiting the United Kingdom. Bower questioned how someone expressing serious security concerns could end up in such an unexpected situation, suggesting it raised fresh questions about Harry's judgment. However, these remarks represent Tom Bower's personal opinion and should not be interpreted as established fact.
Let's get the thoughts of my panel now. The former Labour advisor Paul Richards, former Scotland Yard detective Peter Bleksley, and the journalist and broadcaster Linda Jubilee. Good evening, panel. Have you had a nice day in the sun?
Lovely,
we have.
thanks.
Good. You all look quite spring-like.
Yeah, we're looking good.
Ready to go.
Linda the Lib Dem, Paul the Green.
If only.
Peter the, what are you?
You take a guess.
Peter, you're just Bleksley. You don't need a nickname. Linda, let's start with you. Ladies first. Do you feel sorry for Harry? I do. He looks thoroughly miserable in my book.
I don't know that I feel sorry for him. I'm becoming increasingly irritated by him. And although this kind of reveals something about my age, I was actually outside the hospital where the Lindo wing is when he was born. I was one of the reporters doorstepping the hospital. So I've reported it on him across a lifetime. And I'd be the first to say that when his mother died, it was his treatment, really, by the royal family was completely appalling. But he has to be able to put the past behind him, and he has never succeeded in being able to do that. And right now, the whole idea of making taxpayers or asking taxpayers to fork out for his security, when he knows perfectly well that everyone is having a really, really hard time with the economy at the moment, is unrealistic. I'd say more than unrealistic, it's almost narcissistic the way he behaves.
But Paul, his argument is that he, by law, should be entitled to this. That other people who aren't members of the royal family, who are private citizens, get this level of security through the Home Office. So he has accused the establishment of stitching him up because he chose to leave the royal family.
I mean, it reminds me a little bit of that scene in Love Actually where the Prime Minister is knocking on doors to try and find the girl of his dreams. But Hugh Grant in the movie had a copper with him, and this guy now is just wandering about London without any protection.
I mean, that's insane,
at
isn't
all.
it? What's going through his head doing
Very,
that?
very dangerous thing. And, you know, not taking on the arguments about whether he should have security or not, that's been settled by the courts. But, you know, he did serve in Afghanistan, and there are people that would quite like to assassinate the son of a king, you know, who hate Britain. And to put himself in harm's way like that just seems daft. Where were the security detail? Did he dismiss them? What's going on?
What do you make of this picture on the screen, Peter Bleksley, former Met Police detective? I mean, what would you say to Harry if you were his security advisor?
Well, I've supplied security to higher net worth individuals in the private sector. So I've protected people similar to him. And for him to be able to go walkabout down a London street without a security detail will have been his decision and his alone. And only he can make that decision if he is paying the security company. So I should strongly suspect that's what he's done. Now, when I read his book, Spare, I was absolutely astonished at the amount of drug taking he admitted to. And in my experience, when somebody stands down their security team, it's because they're going off to do something they don't want their security to know about.
I mean, I don't think we can say he was going to his mates to have a session.
I hadn't quite finished, but, you know, maybe he was going round his mates for a pizza and a bit of something that he might have, you know, sourced from Colombia. Maybe he wasn't.
Oh, no.
Or maybe he wasn't.
Yikes.
But normally, people stand down their security team because they're going to do things they don't want their team to know about.
Well, obviously, Prince Harry's not here to defend himself on that. I mean, it's completely... I have to say, Peter, it's completely baseless. I mean, you are putting two...
And I said maybe. I said maybe. I didn't say was. I said maybe. Who knows? We don't know.
In his book, he talks about, what was it, magic mushrooms, smoking weed and cocaine as well, of course. What do you make, though, Linda, of these pictures that Meghan's put up tonight? Tom Bower just said there's a PR exercise if we can get them back up.
Oh,
they went to a
completely.
Beyonce concert, they're happy. They're in love with
completely.
Linda. Look at them, they're having a great time on a date night.
It's all a charade.
Total.
It's a total grandstanding charade.
What do you think of his hat?
I actually quite like the hat, but nevertheless, I think the way they cavort around, they don't have any self-awareness at all about what people must think. They need to stop all of this, stop all the Netflix stuff, stop all the stuff that leans on all their connections, and start thinking about how they might actually make a meaningful documentary and how they might actually, for example, amplify the Invictus Games or start a new charity or add to some good work.
Well, how are they going to make a living if they don't carry on with all this tripe that they keep churning out?
That's my
Don't
point.
you think the hat is a bit bonkers, though? What's it got, like writing and stuff on the inside?
It says Archie, Lily and My Love. My Love is the nickname for Meghan.
Who has that in a hat?
Paul, do you think Prince Harry, finally, before we move on, Prince Harry said that he's going to be asking Keir Starmer for help in this process to try to reform the security arrangements with the Home Office and so on?
I can't see it because of the reasons that have been discussed in law, but also just in terms of public opinion. I think he's made his own bed, he has to lie in it now.
Prince Harry has consistently maintained that his security concerns are genuine and stem from years of intense media attention, as well as the tragic death of his mother, Princess Diana. He has also pursued legal action regarding security arrangements in the UK, arguing that he and his family require appropriate protection when visiting. Supporters of Harry argue that accidentally knocking on the wrong door is a simple human mistake that can happen to anyone and should not be used to dismiss broader security concerns. Critics, on the other hand, believe the incident has added another chapter to the ongoing debate surrounding Harry's public statements and legal battles over protection. As with many royal stories, the event has generated strong reactions, but much of the discussion remains based on differing interpretations rather than confirmed conclusions. Since stepping back as a senior working royal in 2020, Prince Harry has challenged decisions relating to his security arrangements in the United Kingdom through the courts. He has argued that the level of protection available to him changed after leaving royal duties and that this affects his ability to safely visit the UK with his family. The reported door-knocking incident has reignited public discussion about those concerns, particularly after commentators such as Tom Bower questioned the apparent contradiction between Harry's security arguments and the circumstances described in media reports. Public reaction has been divided. Some believe the incident was simply an innocent mistake that anyone could make, regardless of their public profile. Others feel it undermines Prince Harry's long-standing arguments about the seriousness of his security concerns. Many royal watchers have urged caution, noting that a single incident should not be used to draw sweeping conclusions about a much broader legal and personal issue. Prince Harry's reported door-knocking incident has once again placed his security concerns under public scrutiny. While Tom Bower views the episode as significant, others see it as little more than an everyday mistake that became a headline because of Harry's celebrity status.
Yeah, all right. I had, viewers at home, I had made a private pledge never to, A, do trans topics again, which I've stuck to, and B, not talk about Meghan or Harry. But this picture this morning, I woke up and I was astounded. The incompetence, the hypocrisy, I just had to do it. I had to cover it off. So there we go. Let us know what you think. What a story, by the way. A great tabloid story from my old friends at The Sun. You rang, my lord? There we go. Let us know what you think. gbnews.com/your say.
As always, understanding the difference between verified events, reported claims, and personal opinions is essential when following royal news. What do you think? Was this simply an innocent mistake, or do you believe it raises legitimate questions about Prince Harry's ongoing security concerns? Share your thoughts respectfully in the comments below. If you enjoyed today's update, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more balanced coverage of the British royal family. Thank you for watching Royal News Daily, where the crown meets the headlines.